This lecture is about the smart card. To start the smart card, you can think about there are two classes to work on. Required classes are station class and smart card class, and also smart card driver, the tester, is given in this lab. Very first step is making a station class. So station class will have two fields, name and zone, and it will have a two argument constructor and two accessor method. You don't have to make other things. So only required part is here. Two fields, one constructor, and two accessor methods. Someone asked in class why the my name and my zone are private. Actually, there is a very important reason we make fields as private and define public accessors and modifiers. The main reason is security. We do not want to give all the information about an object to all the users because we want some information hide from users to access or some information we do not want to change. For example, we do not want to change my name and my zone. So we don't have to give access power to change it to the other users for this station class. That's why there's no modifiers. So if you make the field as a private, so hide all the information first, then if you open only when you want to give a permission, it's very good for security reason. Then another reason is, in that case, the programmer will have more power to control about the own class than user. So programmer can change accessibility. So for example, we can let people access get name but no zone. Not let them change the access the zone, then you can hide this method. So take out this method very easily. Or if we want to change the zone values, you can make the modifier for zone only, but not modifier for my name. So because of those reasons, this is a very good structure to have private fields. Whenever you make the resource class, have a private field, then make public accessors and modifiers. If I come back to the smart card, so now our station class is ready. So we are going to think about how to use station class in the smart card. Smart card class is actually main resource class that we are going to think about. Yeah, we have a smart cards. Smart cards will be used when you board to a train or subway. Then you are going to use the same smart card when you exit from the subway or train. I can say just to say the train because it says a train. Then smart card has some information. You need to know where did you board, and if you board to the train or not. Also, the most important value is balance. You have to have money in your card. So you can see here, number one, if you want to make a smart card, you must have initial money. So your constructor will have one argument that is a double type. Then you are going to use that number as an initial balance on your card. So we can think about one field is a balance. Then there are other information you can also think about in the constructor. I said if I just say the answer for this one, you are gonna need some information. If you already boarded to the train or not, then where did you board? So you're going to have the station information. At least those two are also needed for this smart card object. Let's think about the next page information. Now, second, whenever you do not have enough money, you probably need to be able to add money. So there is an add money method. Add money will add the new argument into the previous balance. It does not have to really return, so you can think about this method as a void method. Now there's a get balance method because I want to check how much money do I have in the smart card. So it has a get balance method, but one thing is get balance method returns money type, money way, so $sign, number, and only 2 decimal number after decimal point. So you're going to see get balance is using decimal format. Actually, df object is a decimal format type object which is already defined in the SmartCard class in the shellcode. So decimal format df is already defined as like a $sign, number, and 2 more digits in this way. This one means decimal format. If you want to use the method to format the number into the money form, you're gonna use object name df dot format method, and you're gonna pass the balance, the number. Then it's going to return string. That means get balance method is a return method. Return type is string. So public string get balance. And each boarded method will return if you are on board or not. So this one will return Boolean value. This one is giving it. And on board is another field actually. The most important method will be board and exit method. Board method, exit method. If you're bored, you should not be onboarding status. So if the traveler tries to board without having previously exited, that means you can check on board or not. If it's still on board, you cannot board again. Then another if the passenger does not have enough money, you cannot board either. So you have to check if it has a minimum fare or not. If it passes both of them, or if you fail one of them, actually you're going to get out the method because you cannot board. So print error message and get out. This board method is actually void method. So if you want to get out from the void method, one of the easiest way is just return empty. So if you just say return semicolon, it's going to get out of the void method without returning. Then if we passage 2 cases, that means it's actually possible to board. So when you board, you're going to change the onboarding station to true. That is the first thing. Then the second thing is you probably will store the boarding station information. So which station did you board? That is also another important thing. Then you are going to print the information about where you boarded and what balance you currently have. You can refer the down sample output. So this blue one, you are going to print the boarded at and get the boarding station name, then dot period and give 1 space, then SmartCard has then balance information. Now the exit method has exit station information. It's not boarding station. So exit method will have like a current station. So you are gonna check if you are possible to exit. If you want to be possible to exit, you are on the status of on board. So you have to check it if you are boarded or not. Then you also need to have enough money to exit at current station. So you are going to check if the cost exceeds the balance or not. So you are going to use helper method cost. This cost is a helper method. Because you have to check if the money is enough or not, that means you are going to check the amount. In that case, cost needs to return number. So cost is returning double type. On the front page, there's a calculation about how to calculate the cost. We skipped at the beginning. So this is the green part. If you are bored, you are anyway charged 50 cents. That is the minimum fare. Then whenever you move the zone, so if you move the zone 1 to zone 2, you are going to add 75 cents. So actually, if you are moving zone 1 to zone 2, you are going to pay $1.25. If you are exiting at zone 3, that means you passed zone 2, then went to the zone 3. So you are going to add $1.50. So I want you to look at the example on here too, then you can calculate the cost. So you need information about boarding station zone and current station zone to calculate the cost. So in the cost, you are going to pass the exit station. Then you are going to calculate by using the boarding station information. After you are done the calculation, if it's eligible to exit, you are going to update the old field and also print all the information. So print sample is here in the pink color. So from the station information, boarding station information, so you have to print this one first before you change the boarding station information to no. To the current station, cost, then it's going to print the current balance. The cost with your cost, what cost method returns, then you are going to change this one to the string type. So df dot format and what cost return. Then SmartCard has this much. Then there are 3 extra methods, which is you are supposed to also finish it. Get money remaining method, you are gonna just return the current balance. Get boarded at will return your boarding station information. This one returning station, so you are going to just return the station type. Then get is on board will return onboard status, so you can just return your onboard private field. So this is all. After you are done, you are going to check if your output is matching with this output. Then if it's matched, then you can test some more test cases in the shellcode. So the shellcode will be here. Then you can write more test cases and test it inside of the main method. I want you to enjoy this lab.